Okay, friends, I'm going to unbox this box. This is an extremely large box. You can tell by my hand. This particular box comes from GemShow.Live. They are a warehouse out of Tucson, Arizona, and they have daily live sales, and then they ship out once a week. This has got a large variety of items in it. It's going to be really interesting. Stay tuned. I'm going to open her up. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I am back. Alright, we are going to start this unboxing with these bad boys. So with GemShow.Live, I order a wide variety of things. I ordered beads, I order finished jewelry pieces, and a lot of it is fast fashion jewelry. And the reason I do that is because I've started setting up at a market, kind of like a farmer's market. It's called the Eclectic Market. And people, when they go to those kind of things, they generally want things that are inexpensive. They don't want to spend a lot of money. So while I do have some of my handmade pieces and my gemstone pieces out, I also bring things that are a little bit more affordable. These things that I'm about to show you, though, these little boxes, are mine. However, there was a little snafu with them, so one of them will be refunded and I get to keep as a gift. I'll probably put it on my table and sell it. Or I'll gift it to somebody. So, I ordered 2 of these little watermelon guys. And you can get a little ASMR for the packaging, and I apologize for that. If it bothers you, just hit mute. But this is like a little box. So, and this little box has a couple pieces to it. Oh, here we go. All right. So, this little magnet piece that comes apart, and this comes off, and you can stash things in there. Just slides back on, and it also opens up, and you can stash things in here. Super, super cute little box. Oh, that's upside down. Okay. This is not the first time I've ordered a box like this from them. I have a little cow that I got in a previous order, and then this gorgeous watermelon. Okay. I don't have a table here to put my things. And this one was the oops. They did not realize on the flat of boxes that they were some that were mixed in, and they found out after the fact. So some people got cats, some people got watermelon, some people got cats and watermelon. I got a cat and a watermelon. So, and this little cat is absolutely adorable. I am allergic to animals, so having a little cat probably isn't a bad thing for me. But they do. They open right up. They're absolutely gorgeous. They've got little rhinestones on them. And this little kitty is so playful. I may even just send that to Randy because it's just too cute. So, I'll wrap that little guy back up in that plastic wrap and put him back in the box. Okay. In my order were some freebies. Here are my freebies. A little pair of crystal quartz earrings and a little pendant. I cannot tell what the mineral is for that, so let's take it out of the package. Maybe we can tell together. Oh, that's an amethyst druzy. So, absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah. Okay, put that back in here. Okay. And so, this is a strand of pink conch shell drops, and I have 4 strands of these. And again, this was another oops. I They put 2 in my cart. I just left them. I didn't say anything because I have a lot of friends and I can always send some friend mail with some of these. I think this was included in my order, probably by accident, because it doesn't have a sticker on the bag. So my guess is this was probably just thrown in my box. But this is a labradorite. It does have some fabulous flash in it. I can't tell if you can see that or not. So, but just free-form faceted labradorite. Wonderful flash. Okay. The next one, and this is a lapis melon strand. I don't know, they called it a melon strand. It's a rice barrel strand. So that is super pretty. I really hope you guys can see these. I don't have any way to see what my camera is seeing. I used to use my watch for that, but for whatever reason, my watch is not showing what's on camera. Doesn't want to connect. Okay, and this is a fast fashion piece. And so I've got 3 pairs of these guys. They are little rhinestone stuffed stars. These are things that I can sell at the market for like $10 a pair. And I only paid like $3 a pair. So, and they are hypoallergenic. Okay. More ASMR, and I apologize. This is a check glass graduated purple necklace strand. Again, fast fashion. I can sell this for probably for $10, even more in some areas. But for this market, I'll just list it for 10. And I have 3 of those. Initially, I buy things like this to harvest the beads because it's a great price for these beads. 3 strands of them for $10. So, but why not try and sell the other 2? Keep one, harvest it, and sell the other 2. Just so. And I don't know if you've been to many places, but these gemstone bracelets are generally sold at other gem stores that offer them for like 10, 15, sometimes even $20+. This is rutilated quartz. And again, I got 2 for 10. Great price. I mean, the polish on them is absolutely fabulous. They're great. This is another piece that I generally, like I said, I buy these for harvesting. This is a necklace that was made. We got some matte black agate here and black agate, snowflake obsidian maybe in some of it too, but this is look, there's a little piece of smoky quartz in here. So it's got mixed minerals, adjustable back on it, rutilated quartz. That might actually be tourmalated quartz on that one. But, and then we've got some high polished smoky quartz right here. It's beautiful. So, but again, I like to buy these kind of things to harvest the beads because it's a great price. You can't get those sizes and styles of beads for $7. Okay, we've got some tree agate. And this is a matte. Feels like it might have some faceting, but I can't really tell for sure. There is some dimpling in it, but little tree agate bracelets, 3 of them for $9. Okay. This says it's blue agate, but I can't be for sure exactly what it is. But whatever it is, it's got great faceting, great mix of tones in it, and I kind of like that moody gray look. There's some good banding. Maybe it's blue Botswana, because here's some banding. So there's a dark blue with a little bit of banding. So yeah, it's pretty. I love quatrefoil. So when I see quatrefoil, I scoop it up. So here's 2 strands of some quatrefoil and pink conch shell. And that's just a natural little part of conch. So beautiful. This is another black agate necklace. It's got some mixed minerals in here again. This looks to be probably a piece of bone, but I cannot tell you. Maybe coffee jasper on this, but it's got a little, it's maybe an agate of some kind. Yeah, it's just all mixed up. But again, I can't even buy these beads for $7. Usually, you know, a strand of these, you only want to use 1 or 2, and I've got 2. $7. So, big old black beads here. I'm going to say these are black agate. There's just a little bit of banding in there. It's barely noticeable. So, yeah, I'm going to say it's black agate. And then we've got some rose, I want to call this like a dusty rose pink freshwater pearl. So 2 strands, $7. And I'm one that likes funky on my freshwater pearls. I want the banding in here. I want that kind of thing. I want it to have character. Okay. All right. We've got some tiger's eye, and this is red, blue, and golden tiger's eye. So beautiful. And this was 2 strands, 6 millimeters for $10. And $5 a strand for 6 millimeter mixed tiger's eye like that? Yeah. All day, every day. I will buy that. All right, and this is 3 for $10 Rhyolite 6 millimeter bracelets. Yeah. Again, beautiful. Here's those other 2 strands of the conch, and this one doesn't have a sticker on it, so makes me wonder if they didn't just throw it in the box. I will relook at all of these again against the invoice to make sure. And if not, I will make them whole and send them additional funds to cover the extra stuff that they included that was not intended to be included. Okay. Like I said, I bought items specifically for the market because people like grab and go kind of things and things that are not very expensive. And we all know handmade things are expensive, or can be. I do have some earrings that are in the $10 range, but these are just little dragonflies. And I am actually going to keep one of these for myself because I'm going to use this dragonfly pendant in a piece of jewelry. And then I'll reuse the keychain part of it for something else. But again, this was a 3 for $10 deal. Some of this I'm just not going to take out of the bag. Clear check glass with these little spacers. So 3 for $10. Peach moonstone Hishi beads. I'm going to take these out of the bag because these are just pretty. You cannot go wrong with that. $12 for that strand. Let's see if I can find my caliper. I'll leave this little piece of moonstone out since it came off of the strand. Okay. So we're going to say 10 that way. These are 7 by 10 millimeter. So 7 by 10. It's a nice size. And they are not all this thick here because as you can see, there's some thinner ones in here too. So they're not uniform. Cherry blossom agate bracelet. So this again, 2 for $10 deal. This is like a half a strand of beads for $5. So, this is another one of those mixed mineral necklaces. This one was just a little bit more expensive by $1. It's $8. So this one, these have some nice banding in it. I'm gonna say these blues are probably a amazonite, but like that's moonstone there. That is moonstone. This is peach moonstone. I'm gonna say that's peach moonstone. That's a moonstone. So this one's got a nice this moonstone in here, but I think it's got some other things in it too. Moonstone and amazonite. Yep, there's that chatoyancy right there with the moonstone. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say this is all moonstone with amazonite. So I've got a few knots here and there, so yeah. This is the only 2 pieces of something else. And I don't really know. It could be ocean jasper just because of the eyes in it. And it could be fossil coral. So, but these 2 are just the odd man out in this necklace. And that one was $8. Okay. This one is black sardonyx. At least that's what the bag says it is. Oh yeah, that's definitely, it's a faceted sardonyx. You can see the banding in it. Yep. That's so pretty. Okay. This one is carved roses. Again, it's a mineral that I'm not 100% sure what it is. I saw a little bit of flash in it and thought maybe a black moonstone. But I'm not for sure. Either way, they're just pretty. I love a good carved stone. Let's see, what does the tag say? Assorted carved flower, A grade. It doesn't really say. But the tag says $29.99. I got it for $12. A lot of the stuff that they sell at GemShow.Live is they're vintage stuff. They've had it in the warehouse for a really long time. So it's anybody's guess how long it's been there. This has got a coating on it. And it is lab. You can see the blue flash and some of it here and there. But it is a Mystic coated labradorite. And $7 for 2 strands. This next strand was an absolute steal. So they have this thing on the GemShow.Live that's called Second Chance. And with Second Chance, you get an even bigger discount when you snag a Second Chance item. This particular item is Larimar, and it is rough cut Larimar. So this is not polished. It is rough cut Larimar plain beads. So this was again a vintage strand. This is an old price. Now you're looking at anywhere from $45 to $50 for a strand like this of Larimar, even with that broken bead on it. And it is a 16-inch strand. Yeah. So I got it for $20. Rough cut Larimar, $20. Okay. Here's some more of those fast fashion things. Like I said, I have a lot of friends that have kids that play basketball, so I will probably post these on my Facebook page and offer them to my friends before I put them in the market. I have basketballs and footballs. This is a mix of freshwater pearls, a red stone of some kind, red stone of some kind. I'm not sure what it is. It's probably a dyed quartz or a dyed jade. The toggle clasp is so pretty. So again, I initially planned to harvest one of these and sell the other two. Okay. apologize for all the plastic crinkling. If you like ASMR, great. If not, hit mute. This is a mixed mineral necklace like the others. This has got some carnelian here, carnelian, some green aventurine, rose quartz. I want to say that is probably obsidian there on this one. And maybe some yellow jade. But it is a mixed mineral. So, but these are giving me pink, so I'm gonna say that's rose quartz there and carnelian. It's a beautiful necklace. And so, this is like a line that is done for Las Vegas. So imagine this in a shop in Las Vegas. It's probably like $80 or $90. And so, plastic crinkling time. Hit mute if you don't like it. I'm not going to put that back in the plastic bag. Okay. So, I'm not going to take this one all the way out of the plastic like I did the other one, because it's pretty much the same. It's just a different color. Here's a green one, and it's just like the red one. We've got the same heart toggle. Okay. And now I've got 2 strands of the black agate, just like that blue agate. So we got some black agate. So, yep, black agate. 2 strands of that. So again, 2 for $10. Okay. And I showed you the 6mm rhyolite. Here is the rhyolite bracelets in an 8mm. Again, 3 for $10 in the 8mm. Okay, I showed you guys the purple one. Here is the pink one. And the pink check glass. And this is a magnet clasp on here. Take it out. Again, once again, I bought these to harvest it because that clasp right there and all of that check glass is well worth $10. And I have that same one in red, and this is an opaque red. So, okay. This is tourmaline quartz. It says 8mm. It's looking more like a 6mm. It's 7.6. I'll take that. I'm gonna say that's a 7.5mm, not an 8. Okay, here's some more of the mixed tiger eye. 6mm mixed tiger eye round beads, 16-inch strand. So $10 for 2. And you see the tag, $20 per strand. I got them for $5 a strand, saving $15 a strand, $30 total. right, here's a 4-pack of those bracelets that I showed earlier that were clear. Here they are in rainbow. And again, 4 for $10. This is another check glass necklace. Again, fast fashion, 3 for $10 deal. Absolute steal. This one I'm going to take apart a little bit because it is, again, magnet clasp. Okay, but it's got 2 magnet clasps on here. So, oh goodness, I've got it all tangled. Okay. So, there we go. 3-strand. You can wear it as a 3-strand necklace like this. You could throw this one on and have a 4-strand bracelet and necklace and wear it like that. Or you can just wear the 1 strand. Or you can have a long strand and wear it like that. And I have this in multiple colors. I've got it in green. I think I have it in pink too, and maybe blue or black. Or maybe it's just the green one. Here's that graduated check in an AB crystal clear. Okay. And this one is a little bit different. Okay. This one does not have magnets. It is a 3-color, so I've got like a silvery clear here, silver and black, and then it's got a black for the link. It is intended to be worn like that. Or you can take a carabiner and hook it and wear it choker style. And so, just a little carabiner, have it up here like that. And so, this is kind of stiff. This set may actually be one that I harvest 100% of, because this is a little tight for my liking, which tells me that it's could break pretty easily. And I don't want somebody, even if it's fast fashion, I don't want somebody to have something that will break like that. But again, this is part of the Vegas line that they have and supply Vegas with. So, can you imagine what it would be in Vegas? Okay. And there's another 4-pack, and these are blue, I believe. Yeah. These are blue, and this is a 4 for $10. So, I think that's blue. I guess that could be black with aura coat with AB coating on it. Okay. Who does not love a purse charm, keychain, Route 66? Yes, please. Super cute. Okay, here is another one of those freshwater pearl and check glass. Again, bought this to harvest. It's got some pieces of what looks to be maybe some citrine or some something chipped right there, and some freshwater pearls. This one has an extender chain on it, not a toggle clasp. So, but it's got this amber glass that's really, really pretty. So, but I think maybe these are quartz, but it's got a little hint of yellow in it, so I'm thinking there's citrine chips in here. Oh yeah, that's citrine chips, without a doubt. And then this gorgeous citrine colored glass in there. So pretty. Okay. This is another 3 for $10. And this is a black and purple. So, okay. It's just it's an elastic. You can wear it as a bracelet, or you can wear it as a choker. And so, I really love it with those rondelles there and that gem. Yeah, so pretty. This is probably obsidian. And that is probably a dyed quartz or a dyed jade for the purple. Okay. This is some more of those quatrefoils. I think these are a bigger size than the other ones I showed. This was 2 for $15 on these. So $7.50 for pink conch quatrefoils. I mean, yes, please. Okay. And this is just some howlite turtles. I thought the shape was interesting. I hadn't seen any that were not more detailed. And this is just magnesite. They are very, very dusty. Like I said, this warehouse is in Tucson. So stuff is dusty in Tucson. So gotta clean that before we use it. And we got some more of the graduated check glass. This is silver. I'm not taking it out of the bag just because it's kind of a pain. And the graduated again in green. I apologize for the opening and shutting of doors. My son is coming in and out of the house. Okay, these are interesting. I do not remember claiming these. One, because I don't like them. So, I mean, these are just not something I use. So, it could just be that maybe somebody got them mixed up somewhere along the lines. I'm not sure what the deal is with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 7 shell bracelets for $10, but as cheap as they were, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments below. If you want one of these, find me on Facebook and send me a private message. Oh, this is another one that doesn't have a sticker on it, so I don't know if I actually ordered this or not. But it is a champagne set. Look at that. That magnet clasp is gorgeous. Yeah. These could be a lot of fun. Okay, and this is some, I want to say it's red Botswana agate because of the amount of white and banding in here. I can't imagine that it would be carnelian just because of the banding in it. But I've got a lot of it. So, dude, this one is not as, this one's different than the other ones. Oh, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 8 strands. I paid $2 a strand for these. Here's another one of those check glass mix necklaces. This one's got pink, gray, and black in it. Okay. This one is a black sardonyx. Looks like it's an 8mm strand. Yeah, 8mm. Black sardonyx. Okay. This one is a black agate bracelet, 3 for $15 deal. I like 2-hole beads like this because I like to make watch bands for my Apple Watch. And this one is really neat. I'll get it over my rings here. Yeah. That is really pretty with all that banding in it. Yeah. Again, this was a 3 for $15 deal. So that one's not as pretty and looks a little more brown than black, but I still like it. And that one's got all the banding in the world. Yeah, it looks like it's a different style than this one as far as the size of the pieces go. So pretty. Here are those footballs. And here is a bracelet keychain. So 3 of those, again, at the market. This was specifically bought for the market. Okay, last but not least is this really interesting pack of labradorite. This was a very, very, very special deal. This was a 10 for 10 special deal. So I should have 10 strands. They are random strands, and they do random because they don't have the staff to be picky. And if they were going to be picky, then they wouldn't sell them for as cheap as they do. And so 10 for 10. strand of these. I would pay $1 for that all day long. Well, I did pay $1 for it. I mean, that's got some really great blue flash in there. So they are super tiny, but 4 little drop beads. I paid take that back, 5 drop beads, 20 cents a bead. Here's some more of the diamonds, rhombus, 5 of those, 20 cents a bead. These are a little bit more puffy than some of the other ones. 5 beads on the strand, 20 cents a bead. All of these are 20 cents a bead, just to be clear. Well, nope, I take that back. This one has 6. This is even a better deal. So there's some hishi. You can really see some of the flash in this hishi, and they are faceted hishis. So there's 7 on that strand. Okay. And so they are random sizes. I mean, faceted, just interesting. That one might have fallen off, but there's still 5 on here. Okay, 6 on this one. Oh, here's some bigger drops. I really like these. And some more small drops. I mean, these are not perfect, but for $1 for a strand, I mean, yeah, there's only 5 to 7 beads on the strand, but you can't beat that. I may only get 1 or 2 pieces on some of these strands that are usable, but it's totally worth it. I paid $1 for the strand. Okay, I think that is the last item from that package. So, yeah. Just beautiful. Okay. So, what okay, I decided to do a quick pair of earrings with GemShow.Live labradorite strand, this dollar strand here. So let's cut it and make some earrings. All right, get these off the strand. I like to reuse things as much as I can, so I might try and reuse these tassels at some point. So I'm going to try and take the wire off very carefully, preserving the integrity of the tassel. Okay, I think I got that one. All right, there's that wire, and that wire's still on that one, but I'll get it off later. Okay, I don't know if this could be reused, but this is just GIMP or French wire. I don't know that I would want to reuse this. This gauge looks to be a little big. It might work. Nope, I'm just gonna toss it. Okay. Now I'm going to pick out a couple of these drops. Let's see which ones I like better. Okay. Let's put them on head pins. Put them side by side and see if I can find a pair that, oh, okay, so that one is too big. Oh, that one's a little tight too. So the hole on this guy is a little uneven. There we go. Oh, okay. My headband is a little crooked. It might be contributing to my problem. These are a 24 gauge sterling. They have tarnished quite a bit, but it is a sterling head pen. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Do those match pretty well? Maybe not. So let's try this one next to it. Okay. Nope, I don't like that one next to it. Let's try this one next to it. Okay. Yeah. Those look to be a decent match. Let's see. Just for giggles. Yeah, that one is definitely not a match. Okay. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. And now, let's see which two are left match the best. Okay. I'm just putting these on a head pin to match them up because whatever is left is going to be used as a delicate focal on a necklace. And the other two will be earrings. Okay. Let's put this one on a head pin just so I can see it with a head pin. Oh, no, head pin's not gonna work. There we go. Okay. Huh. See, this one is just a little fatter than that one. I think I might like those two together better. And I think I like these two together better. I mean, yeah, this one's just a little bit taller. But I don't think, since they're going to be earrings, that it will really matter. Okay. Now, let's pick a cone. I'm looking to see if I like a cone on these and what cone I like best. Definitely not that one. Too big. Yep, I don't like that one. I just feel like that gives it too much of a hat. Let's see if I like it with the... This is just a glass seed bead. Not a fan of that. And I think that just too much. Does it just need to be by itself? Nope, don't like that either. Okay. I've got a stash of beads next to me. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, those are yellow. Okay. Well, I don't think yellow is the color that's going to work. And these are just some freshwater. I want to say these are freshwater pearls because they're irregular shaped. I really like the color on those. And those were a free gift with a purchase from another bead person. Let's see, do I have any other beads here that right next to me that would complement? Okay, this is a bag of beads that were my mom's, and I think these are all too big. Those are just going to be too big. Okay. This is a pair of earrings my mom made. Okay. This is just some bead soup that I had on my mat. So let's see what we got in here. Maybe there's something in here that speaks to us to put with that lab. That's tiger's eye. That's probably too big. Oh, hang on. Do we want little crystal cubes? ASMR for my bead soup. I don't know that I want that either. There's a unakite. I have unakite everywhere. It's one of my favorite stones. Okay. I don't think that is going to do it for us. What do I have in this little box of beads? Oh, hang on. Hang on. What about a little swan? Oh, that's a rondelle. Do I have two bicones? I do have two bicones. Then I have two bigger bicones. And there's a small rondelle and a big rondelle. Then here is this tiny little star cut. Actually, that might be English cut. So let's play with that and see how we like that. Nope. It just is not speaking to me. Let me see what I got for bead caps. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That might be the one I want. Oh, yeah. Okay. And let's put a swan bicone on that. Yep. Okay. I think I like that. Okay. Now, yeah, I do like that. Okay. Now I just need to switch out this head pin for a smaller head pin so that my head pins match. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have one thicker gauge and one 24 gauge. So let's make sure that my head pin works. Okay, it's not going to come through that stone. I like it. We're going to put that on there like that. And we're going to put that on there like that. I do quite enjoy that look. Very nice. Okay. Whoa, that's a big gap. Alrighty. I am kind of going slow on this because this is a more delicate wire. Okay. And I'm not using chain nose, I'm using the wide nose because apparently I just grabbed them out of my drawer without even paying attention to which ones I grabbed. So let's get the chain nose out because they're just a little bit easier to work with, the smaller wire, than the big fat nose. Okay. And let's tuck the tail. Gently, because I don't want to crack my crystal. Okay. Yeah, I really like how that turned out. I'll be the first to say I am not a teacher. So if you do not know how to wire wrap, please watch Randy at Thunder Horse Descendant, Rosanna at Rosanna's Garden, Heather with TT's Trinkets and Treasures, Sarah Lovecraft, Danielle Wicks, Becky, any of the other creators out there, because they are all great teachers. I am not a teacher. And you just kind of saw my whole design process on how I did these. Kind of laid stuff out on my little bead mat here and put it together until I was happy with the design. So there's that. Let me find some ear wires. Okay. Because I did not set those out on my mat. So the first pair of silver ones I find are what I'm using. Maybe not, because I don't really want to use those. Those are a little too ornate for this. I just want a basic ear wire. So I really got to organize my ear wire drawer. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use these because they are tarnished just like the head pins. And I can grab a polishing cloth out and fix them up. And these are sterling silver as well. And so, all right. Well, even sterling silver isn't always the best, because that one just snapped on me. Wonder if I can fix it later. Interesting. Well, it looks like they all are like that. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's got a little thing right here to kind of hold the earrings in place. So that's would be why that's like that. Okay. And we'll use Rosanna's trick and kind of give it a little bit of a gentle close there so that it holds it in even more. Yeah. And that kind of stops it a little bit from going too high up. So I do kind of like how that is done like that. Give it another, yeah. There we go. So that closed it up a little bit. Leverbacks can be a little tricky and kind of a pain in the booty, but that is pretty. Okay, I'm not mad at these. What I am going to do though is kind of straighten that wire just a smidge, or try to, or I'll just grab another one out of the bag. No big deal. I got these for steel anyway, and I don't use them. And the reason I don't use them is because I don't like having open loops on my lever bags. Yeah. Okay, that one is one I'll play with another time. Now the head pin on this is sterling, and the ear wires are sterling. The ear wires are not great. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I just need to keep digging for a different type of ear wire. Well, now I know why these were steel, because they're shit. All right, there we go. Maybe. Okay, let's just get it on here. All right. Push that in a little bit. Yeah, not impressed with these ear wires. I will say that. Not impressed. I feel like that wire is going to come out and bite somebody. Let's find a different one. Let's just use these guys. These are stainless steel. Hypoallergenic stainless steel. Nickel free. All that jazz. And so we're going to take these guys off. And I am going to send off these ear wires to somebody who will melt them down and turn them into something else, because they are crap. Okay. Just a little delicate pair of labradorite and swan crystal earrings. With a $1 strand of labradorite drops. And I'm going to get 3 projects out of that $1 strand, because I'm going to make 2 pairs of earrings. And this bad boy right here is going to be a focal of some kind. So Yep, I'll play with this a little bit more. Totally wasted that little ball head pin, but I don't care. Because I think what I want to do is wrap this down a little bit and turn it into a pendant. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be really pretty as a pendant. And actually that little bit of a wire wrap there on it is probably all it needs because it's such a small drop to begin with. Just give a gentle little smush on that. Yep. Yeah, that would be so pretty as a focal on a little necklace. Oh, that flash. I hope you guys are seeing that. So pretty. Okay, that's it. Thank you for joining. As a matter of fact, look at those. Hold on. Before I say goodbye, just playing here. Put these little pearls on here. Yes, that 100% works. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. That would be so pretty with those pearls. Okay, this really is it. Have a good one, and thanks for joining. Uh-oh, how much of that did I get and how much did I miss?